Hey guys, it's Alexis Moss, and actually, right off the bat, when I read the prompt before starting, before watching the video, I read micro productions, and I was like, huh, I wonder if that's those little little things I see on my TikTok that pop up, like the ads for like Reels Short, I feel like is the one that it's called. I'm not sure if that's the right name, but anyways, so when I watched the video and he went into talking about that, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, exactly. I am the biggest victim of those. Like my friends will be like, you've been sitting there watching that story for like 5 minutes, Lexi. Like what are you doing? It's always like very like out of pocket, like just like it hooks me in, and I just keep watching random stuff for no reason. And it's all so dramatic. I am a victim. But I think it's honestly like I didn't realize that like brands doing that really is working in like today's like thing. Like sorry. And then one thing that really stood out to me about big corporate companies right now is when he's talked about how they're doing their own like production sites and things like that. The one that he pointed out that was Chick-fil-A, and how they're having their own production site and they're using it like as to their advantage with um other like making like brand deals and like things like that. Apologies. Making brand deals and things like that. I think it's genius, and I think this is definitely going to become a thing. It's also a great way to like I know he also mentioned this in the video lecture, but I think it's like a great way to like it's a great marketing strategy for like relaying their message still, and like not keeping it so like food oriented. Like they want you to know that they still this is still like a huge value to them, and they're like putting that out there in a different kind of way, and I think that's really cool. And I think a lot of companies will start to piggyback off that and get ideas from it as well. And then, so for the future of the film industry, I feel like Hollywood, as he said, is just not, it's not limited to Hollywood anymore. You could literally watch, there's so many streaming sites, so many, like, independent film companies, so many things that are, like, kind of Hollywood was up here and everything was down here, and now they're just inching their way right up here. So I just feel like they're kind of more leveled now, especially in today's world. And I feel like in the future, it's probably going to be still even easier to be doing things like this way. Another thing that he talked about, or another thing that could be happening in the future, is like AI production, which I personally feel like again, this is just my opinion, I don't think that it's going to be as like, I just don't feel like you can get as much emotion from it. I feel like when you're watching something on TV, like people watch it for to like feel some sort of like relatability or like emotional like response to it. And I think with AI, I think it's just really hard to like capture that actual human feeling in it, because every time I see AI or watch AI, like people, I feel like it's getting like you can tell in a sense. So, actually, what I was gonna say about those mini productions is that I didn't realize how much, like those mini film productions that I was talking about at the beginning, I didn't realize how many jobs, like real person jobs, actually go into those things. Because as I get hooked into them, I really thought like it was mostly AI and like not really like I just didn't realize how many like actual like actors, jobs, lighting, all this stuff like actually is going into the production of those videos, which is actually really cool. Um so the next topic I'm going to talk about was how schools separate the vocations and education, and how it's all split up into different like categories. Like you can minor in like they have all these different like majors and minors that'll put you in like a certain section, like all colleges. And I feel like it's kind of like, as Dr. TJ said, a little bit outdated, because now like that's not really what companies are looking for. They're not looking for someone who like got a minor in like marketing, they want to like do PR or something, and like they're just going to be the PR person. Like it now they're looking for more people, as I've talked about in other videos as well, who have like a better understanding of communication and business as a whole, which is like it's just more beneficial for the companies in general. And also with AI being now a part of our world, it's making things so much easier to be more successful in this. So I think using AI to your advantage and things like that will obviously help. But nowadays, like, we need to be knowing how to edit, research, understand communication, learn how to be on camera, learn how to do branding and things like that. It's just gonna be an overall better way to find a job in like the future. Oh, also the skills divided, like, or the way that schools like divide you into one category or one one category, it just kind of gives the impression right now that you need one skill to make to get a job and like make a career out of it, which again, I just don't feel like, I feel like it's kind of an outdated system, as like it's just not as beneficial as it was in the past. And then one thing I've taken away from this class is it's just I didn't realize how much like actual research went into all this. I didn't realize how many variables were actually like in comm. I remember in the introduction video, Dr. TJ responded and was like, "Oh, it's just like flying a plane. Like there's just so many variables about it." And I was like, "Huh, wow, I really didn't think about it like that." And now like with this being the end of the class and learning so much, I feel like there is still so much I could learn about communication, and like I feel like it would help me so much still, like depending on what I want to do in life in so many ways. I took a psychology class one semester, and I like feel like that psychology class and this communication actually could have just gone hand in hand. Like not hand in hand, but I think it was really like cool learning how much you actually like have to think about how people think in a way. I don't know if that made sense, but I think it was just like I just thought this class was really cool, and learning how to do technology, I'm gonna have to get better at that. But I think I hope to take another class like this. I really do, because I really do want to learn more about this. I think it was really, really helpful. My favorite discussion was probably, I said Module 5 was really, really cool because I liked learning about how, like, I mean, influencers are, like, a constant, like, an everyday thing in our lives. You get on your phone, like, you get on TikTok, For You page, bang, influencer. Like, there's just so many influencers, ads, Instagram, just everywhere, I feel like. And so like they're used to promote so many products now, like learning about how it was the sophists and influencers, learning how influencers are like practically modern day sophists, I thought was really interesting. And also kind of like do your background research, like don't trust everything you see. It all is very performance level based, and not everything is like there's no care for like truth behind certain things anymore, and no requirement for it. So it's just kind of like I thought that one was really cool to learn about and like take away from. And then the other module that I really loved was Module 7, and it was Medium is the Message. And I really liked this one more because I felt like it was like the shift into like really diving deeper into like the business world and like what we would actually be needing to know how to succeed in the business world, like in the communication world. And I just I actually got like my interest is so piqued on this. I really hope to learn more about it, and I really enjoyed this class, and hope you guys all have a good break.